Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today we are doing a keyboard, a mouse, and a special segment in the end video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So right here we have the SteelSeries Apex TKL Pro. So this is a mechanical keyboard, which is so it's just RGB, and I got it at Best Buy. It's got a thing right here for volume. I don't know what this does right now. I think it's a bindable switch. It's like a 70% keyboard, so that's this, and then let's get on to our next keyboard. So right here we have my modded switches and keycapped keyboard. So this keyboard came with just gray outlines and black insides. I tape modded it to make it sound a little bit more nicer in a sense. It's black backed, it's RGB, not plugged in. Yeah, so let's get on to our next keyboard. So here we have one of my favorite keyboards, which is another mixed switch. So these are the gray switches from the last keyboard, and this is the red switch. So this was all of these were supposed to be red switches, but I switched it around. This is definitely my nicest looking keyboard. It's all white back. It is blue switch, but I'm going to hot swap the switch. This is also a Manji keyboard right here. But yeah, so this is my third keyboard out of my 3 keyboards that I own, and now it's time to get on to the mouses. So we're going to go through the mice from worst to best. So here we have my worst mouse, which is an office mouse that I think I got from my mom. It's very cheap quality, as you guys can see, very dark. It's definitely a basic office mouse. So that is it for the office mouse. And now we have the basic dollar store Walmart mouse. There is RGB on this thing, but it's terrible. Scroll wheel does not work at all. It's completely broken. I think this is like $5. Oh my god, very cheap plastic. You can hear it rattling when you shake it. So this is like the dollar store Walmart mouse. So here we have the Velcoon white honeycombed mouse. So this is a mouse I got off of Amazon for pretty cheap. The RGB is actually not too bad on it. You gotta switch to like the 3rd mode, no, the 4th one. It's actually kind of nice how it just fades through. It's a very strange mouse. It's definitely more for looks than feels, but it does have 2 good side buttons. Scroll wheel works well, middle button, and I think honestly it's a solid budget mouse. And now we're on to my most expensive out of all of the mice. This is the Razer Death Adder white edition, so it costs us more money in the first place. But it's got very nice RGB, some RGB right here, which just looks so clean. It's a very clean feeling mouse. We got very nice feeling scroll wheel, 2 great side buttons. It's very like ergonomic, it feels very good in the hand. But now it's on to our final mouse. So here we have one of the best mice you could probably ever find. This is a Logitech G305 Black Edition. It's such a clean mouse, 2 good side buttons, nice middle button. The scroll wheel is so good on this thing. The buttons are just very and it's wireless too. The buttons are very whatever it is. It has so much battery life. It's got USB right here. Definitely one of my favorite mice. Well, my favorite mouse I've ever owned. It feels very nice in the hand. This is definitely the best out of my mice. And now it's time to get on to our final segment, which you guys have all been waiting for, which is the mouse pads. So this is the surprise section at the end, and this is my mouse pads. So right here is the first mouse pad I ever owned, which is the Eon something mouse pad. It's very small. It's everyone's first mouse pad is a black small mouse pad, which the glide on this thing is pretty bad. Like there's no glide. Like it's some, but it's not a great mouse pad. I got it off Amazon. It cost more to ship it than it cost to buy it in the first place. But now it's time to get on to our next mouse pad. Now it's time to get on to one of my favorite mouse pads. This is like a red Japanese blossom themed design. This is what I use for my white peripherals. It looks very nice. The red moon, it's very aesthetic, and it is still rolling out. It is pretty new. I got it at Christmas, but it's a very nice feeling mouse pad. Glide is good on it, and I also got it off Amazon for pretty cheap, and also it's very grippy. Like it doesn't move. But yeah, so now let's get on to our final mouse pad. Our final mouse pad is right here on my desk. This is another Amazon mouse pad. It's a Galaxy mouse pad, and one of the reasons why I use it in this setup specifically is because if I get my Logitech 330 Superlight, it kind of just matches all together. Like, it's a very clean looking mouse pad. It very fits in with a purple RGB color. It also matches really well with red. Like, as you can see, like, kind of like the colors. It looks better at night, but it's a very nice mouse pad. It's also got this cool white galaxy thing in the corner. It's just really nice because it's massive and it takes up so much space, which is one of the nicest things. It covers how like dim and dark the desk is. It makes it all colorful over here. Yeah, so this is my final mouse pad. Now, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out, making it this far into the video. I do want to do a giveaway, not right now, definitely in the future. I might give away one of these when I buy, hopefully, a high ground keyboard. Someone might be able to win one of these. I don't know, though. This is all miss. It could never happen. But these are all my keyboard and mice. There's also some over here, and then the mouse pads and stuff over there. But this is the collection I built up over the years, and for anyone who's just starting a setup or has had a setup for, if I get my fingers in the camera, has had a setup for a long time, you probably know how nice like the peripherals are. They're definitely one of the hearts of the setup, because it's like your peripherals have to match with everything else in the setup. So if my desk was white, these white peripherals would probably look better, but I can match them in, and it looks great because I have a red wall. So definitely, if you're looking to buy any of these peripherals, make sure you know what you're buying, like know the switches you're buying. Like, I didn't know these were blue switches, and these are nice because they're red switches. But make sure you know what you're buying. See, as you can see through the past, I just bought what looks cool. But over time, I found out that there's better mice out there that don't look as flashy, same as keyboards. But thank you guys for watching and seeing this video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in another video.